views expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of Solar Television Network and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions expressed by the guests do not reflect those of the hosts, the program, the management, and the Solar Television Network.
Yes, I'm back. Facebook time. Hashtag I'm down. Hashtag down all the activities. Hashtag fight for the future. Assignment begins to make apology. Today is the deadline. Okay, go. Please keep yourself calm. Call a friend, call a friend. She's not answering. My girlfriend. Please answer the phone. Okay, I'll chat her. Nobody's gonna know. I just badly need it. I'm sorry, friend. I just don't want to fail my parents.
Good day. You're watching CIN. We are here to give you an advice and discussions on the topic that matters to you.
I'm Maria Megidokyo.
And I am Vanessa Canceran. Tonight, we are going to talk about plagiarism and its effects.
Before we introduce our guest, we want to know your opinions about the video that we've shown earlier. We would like to ask at least 3 of our audiences.
Alright, partner. I'll begin on choosing 1 student and 2 professionals.
Hi, my name is Genevieve Level from University of Cebu, Lapu-Lapu, and Mandawi.
Hello, I'm Flexley Goben, a research teacher in University of Visayas.
Good day, I am Audrey Gail Campos, a journalist in ABC Network. Also work as the managing editor of the ABC Publishing Company.
What are your opinions on this topic, plagiarism?
Let us begin to this little girl, partner.
For me, plagiarism is so bad and unacceptable mostly for the owner. If I were the owner and found out what she did, I would really feel angry and confront her about it for being an honest friend to me. As a student, I will avoid plagiarism and I will always cite my sources to credit the owner's effort in his work, which helped me on my works.
So, as a research teacher and also a professional in this field, plagiarism isn't good in the first place, and you are portraying other people's work, which is unacceptable. So, in order to punish the person itself, they should pay and apologize to the owner so that it will be settled. And all teachers should teach their students that plagiarism isn't not good, and also they are teacher itself, so they should know how to teach their students.
So plagiarism in journalism is just like any other cases of plagiarism in other fields. As a journalist, I have experienced this kind of issues, especially when we forget to give credit to the rightful owners of the sources or reports that we include in our articles. Plagiarism is a serious violation of the journalist ethics. So we might lose our job or affect the reputation of our company. Plagiarism should be avoided and not be tolerated in any circumstances, even if it is not a criminal act or a serious civil offense. We should respect other people's ideas and works.
Most of our audience doesn't agree about plagiarism. So now, it's time to introduce our guest.
The First Lady, she was a victim of plagiarism, and also the second one. But her experience was the worst, because instead being a victim, she was accused being the one who plagiarized. We would not take it any longer, and let us all hear their struggles and such in dealing this kind of issue. Let us all welcome Antoinette Jane Piamonte and Zella Gail Resentes.
Good evening, Antoinette and Zella. Thank you for accepting our invitation.
So let's talk about your experience about plagiarism. What's the first thing that comes up to your mind when you knew someone copied your work?
From personal experiences, I take so much offenses to plagiarizing. As someone who values creative identity, I find it unfair for a person to shamelessly copy a work or idea of another person. Like, I took so much time and effort into producing a particular piece of work. Therefore, it would be unjust for someone to claim it as theirs. Therefore, I believe that proper credit should be given wherever it is due.
How about you, Zella? Your case was different to Antoinette. How did you cope with it? Tell us what happened.
Yes, my experience or case is really different from others. Since my case, I was accused of stealing an artwork, or to be specific, a poem. So, a poem that I made is entitled Libertas, and I made it few years ago. So, it just talks about freedom itself, and then suddenly they accused me that I stole it from a famous author, and they said that I have to explain why I do that, or else they will file a case or sue me. And I was like, why I have to do that, when in fact in the first place it is my own, it is original artwork of mine. So I really fight for it, I really fight for my right for it, and in the end it turns out that it was just a false accusations, and that poem is actually mine, originally mine. So that's my story about it.
We invited attorney Maria Anayamson to discuss about plagiarism.
Hello everyone, I'm attorney Maria Anayamzon and I'm here to tell you all about plagiarism.
So let's jump right in, attorney. What is plagiarism?
Plagiarism is the practice of taking credit for someone else's words or ideas. It's an act of intellectual dishonesty. In colleges and universities, it violates honor codes and can cause irreparable damage to a person's reputation. There are 4 types of plagiarism. The first type of plagiarism is the direct plagiarism. This is the act of copying another person's work word for word. The second type is the paraphrased plagiarism. This involves making a few changes to someone else's work, then passing it off as your own. The third type is the mosaic plagiarism. This is the combination of direct and paraphrased plagiarism. This type involves tossing various words, phrases, and sentences into your essay without providing quotation marks or attributions. The last type is the accidental plagiarism. This occurs when citations are missing, sources are cited incorrectly, or an author shares an idea without a citation that isn't as common of knowledge as they tell. Plagiarism also comes with serious consequences. A plagiarized assignment may lead to a failing grade, a suspension, or an expulsion. Yes, plagiarism is punishable. This is because it is a form of intellectual theft, and plagiarism can affect someone's career adversely.
What should we do to avoid plagiarism?
To avoid plagiarism, you need to begin the research process as early as possible. You need to write a thorough outline, and you need to paraphrase blind. You also need to keep track of your sources, and lastly, you need to use an online plagiarism checker.
There you have it, Senate. We would also like to thank our guest for joining us tonight.
We heard a lot and understand what and how this issue may affect our lives, especially those who are in the academic field.
You're right, partner. Again, a pleasant day to you all. This is CIN.
I'm Maria Megidocchio.
And I am Vanessa Canceran at your service. And we're now